Want to lose fat or gain muscle? Good nutrition is the secret to both, and that means 5 to 6 small, well-balanced meals a day. I don't care if you're a full-time student, a construction worker, or a truck driver. In this video, I'll show you how you can eat healthy, inexpensive meals without cooking.
5 for 6 meals a day. I work in the garden all day long.
Malarkey. If you have time to pee, then you have time to eat. The first thing you need to do if you're into fitness or bodybuilding is free yourself of this romantic notion that meals are a social event. They're not. They're a bodily function. There is not time in the day for 6 sit-down meals. I'm sorry. Meals are a 5 to 10 minute activity that you fit in between classes or while working at your desk. Now, a warning, the recipes for the meals I'm going to show you here, they are healthy and inexpensive, but they are not tasty. Jack LaLanne had a great saying. He said, if it tastes good, spit it out. And this is so true, because if something is tasty, then it's either got too much fat, too much sugar, too much salt, or artificial flavors. And besides, if something tastes that good, you're going to eat too much of it. So the key to fitness is to free yourself of this notion that food must taste good. Food is fuel, not some amusement park ride. First, let's cover what a good meal is, because that is key to your success in fitness and bodybuilding. First, the meal needs to have about 1/6 of your caloric requirement, because you want to space your calories throughout the day. Second, the meal needs to have 20 to 30 grams protein. We're trying to get protein constantly throughout the day to rebuild our muscles. Number 3, we want this meal to be low in fat, less than 15% of the calories from fat. We want high in fiber. The fiber is not only good for you, but it fills you up with fewer calories so that you can lose weight easier if that is your goal. And no simple carbs or sugars in the meal. That's a no-no. And lastly, we want it to be low in sodium. People always ask me what I eat and what my nutrition's like, because I'm a busy person like a lot of you. I have 2 jobs. I have very little time. So we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. I'm going to take you through my day and show you what I eat during the day, and I'm going to also show you how to go ahead and make it. Now, if you're a student, go ahead and skip ahead to meal 5, where I show you meals that you can store in your locker. Those are more appropriate for you. Okay, it's 5 a.m., time for the most important meal of the day, which is the first meal. Because I've been sleeping 8 hours and eating nothing during that time, and I can tell from how sore my legs are from yesterday's leg workout that I need to get them some protein as soon as possible to help them rebuild stronger and bigger. So I'm a little groggy first thing in the morning, so I'm going to have a cup of black coffee to start with. No cream, no sugar, because those are empty calories. And in addition to my black coffee, to get that protein immediately, I'm going to have a cup of non-fat milk mixed with a scoop of protein powder. And for those of you who say that you're just not hungry in the morning, well, you need to eat something, and this is a good first meal of the day for those of you who are not hungry. Okay, I've been working a couple hours, and now I'm really hungry, because that first meal hardly had any calories at all. This is a perfect time of the day to get a big batch of complex carbs. And what better complex carb than rolled oats? Not those nasty little oatmeal packets that you buy at the store that have all the sugar and artificial flavors in them. Plain rolled oats. This is going to give me the energy I need in the next couple of hours to get going. I'm going to use a cup of oats. I'm going to just add water. I'm going to skip the salt because I don't need the sodium. So I'm going to get this started. And when it's done cooking, I'm going to let it cool for 5 or 10 minutes And then I'm going to mix in a scoop of protein powder, Dairy Whey, because the oatmeal by itself doesn't have enough protein for my meal. But by mixing in the protein, that gives the meal a good balance.
I don't like oatmeal. It's so boring and tasteless. Blech.
Oh! God, stop your whining, Hans. Don't you understand a single thing I've said? Getting in shape requires sacrifices. If you want everything you eat to be as delicious as a donut, you're going to look like a donut. And you do! Busy day at work, it's mealtime, and I don't have time to go out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 cups of frozen vegetables, and I'm going to microwave that for 6 minutes. And then what I'm going to do is put on a half cup of low-fat spaghetti sauce, and that'll give me my vegetables and fiber and fill me up. For protein, what I'm going to do is just take a glass of water and put a scoop of protein powder in it. So that'll give me all the protein I need with hardly any calories. So that's this meal. I'm going to eat it in front of my computer. Okay, I'm still working, still don't have time to run out and get anything to eat. So I'm going to just mix something up that I can eat at my desk. Perfect for that is shredded wheat cereal. The only ingredient is 100% whole wheat, so it's healthy, lots of fiber. Make sure to look at the ingredients. Don't get the kind that has all the sugar and junk on it. Just plain shredded wheat. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put milk on my cereal because I happen to have some. But if you don't have access to a refrigerator, just put on water. It's really not that bad. I'm going to put on some dried fruit, some organic raisins in this case. And since I didn't put on enough milk to get me the protein I need, I'm going to mix in a scoop of protein powder. And that's going to give me everything I need here. And then I'm going to just mix this up and eat it at my computer. So far all my meals have required a kitchen to mix up, but what if you're a full-time student, a construction worker, or someone who's on the road all the time? Well, I've been running errands for the last few hours, and it's mealtime. I don't want to eat fast food because it's unhealthy and I don't have the time anyway. So let me take you back to the trunk and show you what I do in a circumstance like this. I keep a lot of non-perishable food in my trunk here, so it's always available. If you're a student, you can keep these same foods in your locker and eat them between classes. My favorite is to take a Tupperware and put a cup of rolled oats with a scoop of protein powder in it. All these ingredients are dry, so this will keep for months. When I'm ready to eat it, I just pour in water and eat it with a spoon. Sounds gross, but it's a healthy, quick meal. Now, protein bars. These are fine in a pinch, but they're not the healthiest. They have a lot of sugar, fat, and artificial stuff in them. So only use these in a pinch. They're better than nothing. Another favorite is canned food for me. Canned beans, kidney beans, black beans, garbanzo beans, refried beans. They're all high in fiber, high in protein, very low in fat. They do have a little sodium, but they're not bad. What else here? Oh, on the bean subject, soybeans, dried soybeans. These are great. Also, lots of protein, lots of fiber, not that much fat. Very important to keep water, lots of water. I keep 5 or 6 2-liter bottles of water because, let me guarantee you, when you're eating these dried soybeans, you need a lot of water. Very important to keep in your locker or trunk, spoon and can opener, because otherwise you're not getting very far with these cans here. I also keep dried fruit in my trunk. When having a can of beans or something, it helps round out the meal to have some fruit. So that's it. Keep these in your trunk, in your desk, or in your locker, and you'll never be without food. For this meal, I'm going to have a can of non-fat refried beans, a quarter cup of organic raisins, and of course, a big whopping bottle of water. Okay, I'm still on the road. It's time for another meal. So what I'm going to have this time, my dried soybeans, some more raisins, and of course, more water. Okay, it's 9 p.m. I'll be going to bed in about 10 minutes. I'm exhausted. For my final meal, I don't want calories in this meal. All I want is some protein so that my muscles have some building blocks to work with during the night to rebuild. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take a glass of water and mix in a scoop of protein powder. That way, all I'm getting is protein and no carbs. So that is all I'm going to have before going to bed. Tonight. So that's it. I don't want to hear any more excuses about people that claim they can't eat 6 healthy meals a day. In this video, I've shown you how you can do it. It's not that tough. And a lot of you are going to be tempted to write comments saying, well, what about this meal? Is it healthy? Don't do that, because I'll scream. You know I will. If you don't know the nutritional content of every single bite of food that goes in your mouth, you're going to fail at fitness. You need to know how to read nutritional labels so that you know how many grams of protein, how many calories, how much fat, everything in every bite. You have to know that. So don't ask me or anyone else if that's a healthy meal. Learn to read the nutritional label and you can answer your own question. If you don't know how to read a nutritional label, check out this video right here and it will show you how to read nutritional labels. Alles klar? Okay, just a message to you purists out there. I know I'm going to get flamed for telling people to eat frozen vegetables and canned foods. It's like, oh, how could you possibly eat such unhealthy things? Why don't you grow them in your own garden or go to the store every day and buy fresh vegetables? It's like, get off your high horse. Who has time in this world to go shop every day and cook every day? Maybe you're a lot richer than I am and can hire someone to do all your shopping and cooking, but this is the real world. People do not have time to shop and prepare 6 meals a day. What I've shown you is a good second best, how you can still eat nutritious food without spending all that time and without going to fast food and eating garbage. So don't flame me for that, please. Stop your whining. Don't you understand a single thing? Stop your whining, Hans. Don't you understand a single thing I said? Stop your whining, Hans. Don't you understand a single thing I have said? If you want to... Stop your whining.